Your dog did something today you completely ignored. A tiny stretch in the morning. A brief nose nudge at your foot. You probably thought, just a quirk. But here's what nobody tells you, every move is a secret handshake of trust. Today you're getting 12 cues your dog shows when they think you're the best thing that ever happened to them. Stick around, number 7 will absolutely surprise you. I've laid out the full deep dive at theticbook.store, where you can grab the complete guide. Go ahead and subscribe so you never miss a single insight. Number 1. The morning stretch. You've seen it. Just after waking, your dog arches their back, extends their legs, yawns wide. You might chalk that up to just waking up. But research suggests this bow-like gesture is an ancient invitation. In wolf packs, a submissive lean meant, "I'm all yours." When your dog greets you that way, they're literally saying, "I trust you to be my pack leader." Here's the part that surprises people, it's not a lazy stretch at all. It's a ritual that renews your bond every dawn. Stay with me, number 2 will flip your assumptions. Number 2. Nose-to-foot nuzzles. You're rushing out the door, you step into your shoes, and there it is, a gentle nudge against your ankle. You probably think they want breakfast or attention. But animal behaviorists have found this as the ultimate scent lock move. Your feet carry your unique smell signature, and by touching you there, your dog is anchoring themselves to you, locking in safety and comfort. Think of it as subconscious glue. They're saying, "I choose you above every other human or pet around me." It's one of those gestures so subtle you almost miss it. But once you catch on, everything changes. And if you want the science-backed breakdown on how scent anchoring rewires trust pathways, head over to theticbook.store for the full chapter. Number 3. Wait until you see the lengths they'll go to prove their loyalty. But first, let's clear something up. I know you love spoiling your pup with treats and toys. Yet these behaviors happen with or without a single biscuit in sight. That's because genuine trust is hardwired, beyond rewards or praise. It's deeper than a game of tug-of-war. Before we jump in, quick note, this is general information grounded in observation and behavior studies. It's not veterinary advice. Every dog is unique. If you ever have concerns about your dog's health or sudden behavior changes, please contact your vet. Now back to it. Number 3 shows a level of devotion you might never have noticed, until now. And after that, number 4 explodes a myth about dominance and obedience. You think you know your dog. But there are 7 more revelations coming that will make you rethink every tail wag and every rolled over belly. Don't scroll away. You're about to unlock a language you never learned but have been speaking all along. And when you're ready for every nuance, every tiny sign from that morning stretch to the way they lean on you during thunderstorms, you'll find the full guide at theticbook.store. No fluff. Just the decoded signals that prove your dog trusts you more than life itself. Number 3 is up next. Stick around. Number 7 changes everything. Number 3. Feet sitting. Imagine you're on the couch, your pup casually drapes a paw, or even their entire hip, across your lap. You might think they're just hogging the cushion or marking their spot. But what you're actually witnessing is scent anchor magic. By pressing against you, your dog sparks an oxytocin surge, not just theirs, but yours too. It's a biological hug that cements safety and calm. Every ounce of body weight is them saying, "I'm anchored to you." It's not possessiveness. It's devotion in motion. And here's what's wild, this simple contact lowers their heart rate, signaling they feel utterly secure in your presence. But hold on, number 4 shatters another myth about barking and dominance, and it might just change how you interpret every woof your dog ever makes. Number 4. Why does your dog sometimes let out a startled little growl when they wake up from a nap? You probably assume it's aggression or a sign of dominance. Here's the twist, it's actually a defensive reflex triggered during deep sleep, a bit like a micromotor on high alert. Evolution wired them to protect their pack even in slumber. When they grumble and squat in a half-dream state, they're not challenging you, they're checking in, are you still here? That low rumble is their way of saying they trust you to snap them back to safety if danger lurks. Next time you hear it, lean in and soothe them with a gentle touch. Stay with me. Number 5 reveals a playful signal you've probably ignored. Number 5. Why does your dog sneeze mid-wrestle or during a game of tug? You might think they're clearing their sinuses or reacting to dust. But here's what animal behaviorists have found, it's a deliberate, reset cue, designed to keep play from going off the rails. That little sneeze says, hey, this is fun, let's keep it friendly. It's a built-in safeguard against play turning into a tussle. Each sneeze releases a burst of endorphins, reminding both of you that it's all good. Practically, if play starts getting too intense, you'll see a couple of these micro sneezes before your dog takes a breath and plunges back into joy. For a whole chapter on decoding these play sneeze signals, swing by thedbook.store. Trust me, it'll transform roughhousing into a clear conversation. Number 6. Why does your dog wait until you glance over before diving into their food bowl? Most owners think it's just patience or that they're being stubborn. Actually, dogs evolved a sentinel rule, they only eat when their guardian is actively watching. That moment of pause is them checking you're still on guard, no predators sneaking up, no sudden threats. In wild packs, eating unattended could be dangerous. By looking at you and hesitating, your dog is showing you're their rock, their protector. It's a profound compliment. If your pup freezes until you give a nod or a word, know that's peak trust. They're vulnerable when eating, and they choose you to keep watch. But don't scroll away, number 7 is the one you absolutely can't miss. Number 7. Why does your dog stash treats under your pillow or bury them in your bed? You'd be forgiven for thinking they're hoarding treasure for themselves. In reality, they're claiming their safest sanctuary, your scent-soaked space, as their own. By hiding goodies there, they blend their favorite items with your pheromones, reinforcing a bond that says, you and I are inseparable. It's a tender ritual of devotion, not selfishness. Most people toss the kibble and scold the dog, missing the heartfelt message buried beneath the sheets. For the full decoding of this bedtime treaty, head over to thedbook.store. There's a dedicated section that will open your eyes to just how much your dog relies on you. Number 8 will show you the next surprising act of canine loyalty. Number 8. Why does your dog grab that worn-out plush toy and shake it with such ferocious gusto? You might think it's clownish play or a display of strength. In truth, it's a hardwired kill sequence motor pattern, wired deep into their DNA from centuries of hunting and scavenging. Each vigorous shake engages muscles they rarely use otherwise, releasing built-up energy and tension. Science suggests this behavior floods their brain with calming endorphins, like a natural stress antidote. Emotionally, it's their way of saying, I'm safe enough here with you to let ancient instincts run free. Instead of shushing them, offer a durable chew or tug toy to honor that primal need. When they pivot, sink their teeth, and whip that squeaker around, they're trusting you with their most basic drives. Give them space to indulge, and you'll see a calmer, more confident companion. And yes, that's just the beginning, because number 9 changes everything. Number 9. Why does your dog scramble onto your lap or drape themselves across your chest? You probably think it's just them being clingy. Here's the part that surprises people, it's a built-in self-medication trick. Pressing their weight against you triggers a parasympathetic response, lowering their heart rate and flooding both of you with oxytocin. Evolution crafted this move in wolf packs, leaning in to reduce stress when danger felt near. Emotionally, it screams, "I trust you so deeply I'll surrender my every nerve here." Next time they vault into your lap mid-movie, resist the urge to push back. Instead, lean into the moment. You're their safe harbor. But wait, number 10 goes beyond pure physiology. Number 10. Why does your dog lean their full shoulder into your leg when you're upset? You might write it off as a way to claim ceding territory. In reality, it's empathic radar in action. Dogs read subtle shifts in your pheromones, heart rate, even micro-expressions. Then they apply gentle pressure to help you regulate your own stress. Animal behaviorists note this as a sophisticated form of emotional contagion. You pick up calm from them and they pick up comfort from you. It's a two-way street of trust and consolation. If you want to learn how to encourage this healing side of your bond, there's an entire guide on emotional support behaviors at thedagbook.store. Think of it as the owner's manual for canine empathy. Ready for the next flip? Number 11 flips ancient pack roles on their head. Number 11. Why does your dog often sleep facing the door with their back towards you? You'd assume they're keeping watch over you. But here's the kicker, it's actually your dog taking guard duty. Laying their flank against your legs is their way of saying, "I've got your back." Centuries of pack life taught them to position themselves toward the greatest perceived threat. Facing that entry point gives them the quickest reaction time. Science suggests this posture also lets them relax more deeply on the side that's pressed into you. Emotionally, it means they trust you to be their loyal companion, so they'll shoulder the risk instead. Don't rearrange their bed, honor their vigil. And get ready, because number 12 will bring it all home. Number 12. Why does your dog follow you through every room, like your personal shadow? You've probably blamed separation anxiety or boredom. But research shows proximity seeking is your dog's way of choosing you as their secure base. In the wild, young wolves stick close to the most reliable pack leader. By trailing your footsteps, your dog declares, "I want to be where you are." It's the highest vote of confidence they can give. Practically, that means recall training isn't about forcing distance, it's about strengthening that emotional anchor. And for a complete blueprint on turning this devotion into smooth, stress-free outings, just swing by thedagbook.store. There's a whole chapter on mastering proximity skills. That's number 12, and yes, it's as powerful as it sounds. Stay with me. In just a moment, we're going to pause and look at how all these 12 signals weave together into an unbreakable bond. You'll see the hidden pattern you've been missing, and why every stretch, shake, and shadow walk has been your dog's way of saying, "I trust you with my life." And when you become fluent in these small acts, like the fleeting pause at the top of a head tilt, or the gentle sigh as you scratch a favorite spot, you'll uncover a silent conversation that's been happening every day. Notice how your dog's yawns mirror your exhalations, or how their eyes soften when you speak in that calm tone. These are not random quirks, they're invitations to deeper empathy. Next, look at how their tail sets at rest when you enter the room, or the way they hold that soft mouth during play. These subtleties speak volumes. When you respond with gentle patience and consistent kindness, you reinforce the bond that began thousands of years ago in ancient packs. That's how a simple stretch or a warm lean transforms into an unwavering pact of love and security. Why does your dog hide treats in your bed? You might think it's just a quirky habit or a sneaky stash game. In reality, your dog is tapping into ancient wolf instincts, hoarding precious resources in the safest spot they know. By tucking snacks into the scent-rich sanctuary of your sheets, they're essentially claiming you as part of their pack den. Emotionally, This shows deep trust. Your dog believes nothing in this world is safer than the place you sleep. So next time you catch a rogue biscuit under your pillow, don't scold, appreciate that they see your bed as their personal treasure vault, and offer a rotating toy bin instead to satisfy that cash urge. Why does your dog tear into toys like there's prey in sight? You probably assume it's just rough play or boredom. But here's what animal behaviorists have found: the toy shake is a remnant kill sequence ritual. That vigorous bite and shake motion triggers a rush of endorphins, almost like a mini adventure in your living room. On an emotional level, they're performing a playful, kill, and consume ceremony, which gives them a sense of mastery and relief. Allow them safe, durable toys designed for this instinct. And if you want to dive deeper into playful predatory patterns, there's a full play chapter waiting for you at thetabook.store. But number 9 is the one that changes everything. Why does your dog climb all over you at the end of a long day? It's not just affection. In fact, your dog is practicing a form of deep pressure therapy. That warm, heavy weight on your lap or chest triggers their own parasympathetic nervous system, lowering their heart rate and anxiety. Science suggests that body pressure releases calming neurotransmitters in dogs, a bit like a weighted blanket for people. When they scramble up into your arms, they're asking for a moment of self-medication and reassurance. Your takeaway: welcome this climb with gentle pets, and consider it their way of saying, I feel safest when I'm snuggled close to you. Why does your dog lean against you at odd moments? You've probably noticed that gentle swerve during a walk or a quiet evening on the couch. It's not laziness, it's emotional anchoring. Dogs pick up on tiny shifts in your mood, cortisol levels and all, then press their body against you to offer comfort and stability. Research shows that when dogs lean into distressed humans, their own oxytocin spikes, creating a loop of mutual calm. This empathic leaning is your dog's way of saying, I see you, and I'm here for you. Next time it happens, pause and pat them. You're reinforcing a bond that's built on heartfelt attunement. For more on reading these comfort cues, explore our emotional signals guide at thetabook.store/n. Why does your dog insist on sleeping facing the door? You might assume it's just a habit or an awkward quirk. Actually, it's a sentinel position baked into their genes. In ancestral packs, one member would stand guard while the others rested. By lying with their body aligned toward entry points, your dog is quietly vowing to protect the pack, your pack. Emotionally, they want to keep watch for any threat to your shared territory. When you see that posture, recognize it as respect for your home's safety. Don't move them, instead, give a reassuring scratch, then let them keep watch at your feet. Why does your dog follow you from room to room? At first glance, it may feel like persistent pestering. The truth is, your dog has chosen you as their social anchor. Attachment studies reveal that dogs track their favorite human's movements to maintain that pack unity. Each step you take confirms you're still there, still safe, and still the leader they trust most. On an emotional level, being your shadow is the ultimate compliment. It means they see you as the center of their world. So the next time you feel watched on a bathroom break, remember, you're in great company. And don't worry, Section 4 isn't the end. You'll soon see how every single one of these 12 cues weaves into an unbreakable bond. Number 11, when your dog lowers their chin onto your lap. You might assume they're scouting for the comfiest cushion. Here's what behaviorists know: by flattening their jaw against you, your pup is making themselves utterly vulnerable. They're sending a silent message: I trust you with all my bones. That gentle pressure floods both your brains with oxytocin, the very same hormone that bonds mothers to newborns. It's a primal handshake, no words needed. When they press that chin down, they're anchoring themselves to your calm, tethering their peace of mind to yours. Next time it happens, whisper their name and scratch just behind the ears. If you want the deep dive on why this chin rest is a trust turbocharger, there's a whole chapter waiting for you at theticbook.store/n. Stay with me. Number 12 changes everything. Number 12, the moment your dog leans in as your tears start to fall. On the surface, it looks like a random lick. But here's the part that surprises people, they're not just tasting salt. Dogs have evolved to read human emotions with uncanny precision. Research in canine cognition shows they pick up subtle shifts in your breathing, facial tension, even the cadence of your voice. When they nudge you with their nose or lick your cheek, they're offering genuine comfort, no training manuals required. That rough tongue is their way of saying, I see your pain, and I'm here. Emotionally, it's the highest form of loyalty, they've tuned in so closely that your sorrow becomes theirs. For the science behind these tear-dabbing rituals, you'll find the full story in the guide at theticbook.store/n. And that's our dozen. 12 gestures that, taken together, spell out one thing, unwavering trust. From the first morning stretch to that final consoling lick, that rough tongue is the oldest language between our two species. Take a moment. Watch your dog tomorrow with fresh eyes. Which one of these cues does your companion perform most? Drop it in the comments, I genuinely want to know. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and never miss a single secret your dog is whispering. Share this video with one other dog owner who needs to unlock their pup's hidden vocabulary. For the complete ebook packed with more stories, step-by-step guides, and the full science behind each behavior, head to theticbook.store/n. I read every comment, so speak up, because your dog's message deserves to be heard. You might start noticing a faint half-blink when you meet their gaze. That's not sleepiness, it's a canine version of, I trust you. Blink back slowly. Watch how their eyes soften in return. Over time, these tiny exchanges become the heartbeat of your relationship, a silent Morse code feeding your bond. Pay attention to the way they shift their weight before settling down beside you. A subtle lean. A brief pause. It all speaks volumes, I'm safe here. Don't rush them, let their body find its perfect angle against yours. Feel how your dog's breathing slows as soon as you begin to stroke just behind that ear ridge. It's a chosen calm, a deliberate invitation to bridge two species. Then there's the almost imperceptible yawn that follows a long session of cuddles. You'd think it's boredom. In reality, it's their way of easing any leftover tension, like pressing a reset button on their whole nervous system. Yawning when you yawn is empathy in action. You're in sync, side by side. Observe how they circle twice before plopping onto your lap or bedding. That circle is a throwback to wild ancestors, stamping their scent into the ground. When it happens at your feet or upon your blankets, it's a vote of confidence in you as their provider of comfort. And don't miss the quick nudge of a paw when they're half asleep on the couch. It's a gentle check-in, a way of making sure you're still there, even if your eyes are closed. Let your hand rest on their flank. That quiet contact says you're still their anchor. Every one of these gestures is a thread in the invisible rope that tethers your worlds together. Learn to read them, and you've unlocked the most rewarding conversation you'll ever have, with your dog.